go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Buccaneers at 11-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
He completes it to Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLean. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also,
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. McLean, and that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, You know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's got a man, complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Cook is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Okay, ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Ready?
On second down, here's Mitchell. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Gregory Rousseau racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there. And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's certainly not against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
It went for their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Jake Elliott set to kick off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McLean. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jenkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLean. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here we go. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Trucks over him. Still shedding tackles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLean. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That pass caught. It's Williams. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final time. It'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Hey, check that.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Wanna quit?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime, and what's already... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Cook Touchdown, Buccaneers. Down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him to the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McClain. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. McClain, he finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. McClain. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Broncos 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Come on, come on. Hey, little.
In motion left comes Williams. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah. Welcome back now to Denver. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Trayvon Walker, his 2nd sack of the night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On first down, McLean. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw on second down. McLean. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And cycle.
Throwing on first down. McLean can't get away, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now this one complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. McLean. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So out come the Bucs now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one goes for 30 yards. Operating from the gun, McLean, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Back to throw, McLean, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.